Hello everybody, it's me, King Warren Murray, and this video, I know I did make an update video Monday, but that's besides the point. In this video, I'm talking about what you should expect from Valve in this upcoming update. So, a few things. So we already know, and they said this when they fixed the blog post, it's gonna be a holiday-sized update. So, at the least, a Scream Fortress-sized update. At the most, like I said, maybe a small content update that would be like Gunmetal, that would introduce something new that we haven't seen, like contracts or lore, if that was ever possible. But here's what you should expect, and I'll include things that are possible but not likely to happen. Okay, so the things we are going to get for sure is, well, a holiday-sized update, so at the least a Smith's Scream Fortress-sized update, okay? It's a named update, so it isn't going to be just, oh, summer 2023, it's going to be something else, and it has a theme. So it isn't just going to be summer, of course, unless Valve decides, okay, there's enough summer items to make a summer-themed update that isn't just a summer update. Hopefully that's not the case, as that would be quite boring and unsatisfactory, but hopefully, and I doubt that they'll do that, knowing the community's view on this topic as of now, I doubt they'll do that. So we know that it's, you know, for the most part a major update, and we're definitely getting a cosmetic crate. So cosmetics, that this is a good chance to get, you know, content creators to get out all of their content. I know that it's already done. You can't make new content and be like, here, this is for this summer update. It's, the deadline's already due. But it gave the content community a chance to make stuff that isn't just Christmas or Halloween or just, you know, crap, really. So that was a good change. So we know that it isn't just going to be Christmas or Halloween themed. So, you know, that's good. War paints are going to be they're going to be higher quality now that they don't have to just make crap, hopefully Valve doesn't pick crap, but I doubt it. Maps is not a problem. We're definitely getting maps, and from what we've been getting, we usually get pretty darn good maps that aren't bad. In the last two updates, they've been really good maps, and a few, like Pier and Bread Space, that have been put into normal circulation. And Pier is one of my most favorite payload maps of all time. So, you know, right behind Badwater Basin and Borneo. So, yes. So we're getting maps, and we know they're not going to be total and complete garbage. So that's a good thing. And now, here's the thing that we might not get, but it's still possible. We might get a specific crate. So, you know, instead of like, oh, the cosmetic crates where they're just colorizations or colorized versions like Scream Fortress or Smithmas, we might get specific crates that you unlock with keys at, like, you know, the old crates. So we might get that. It's possible, and it might happen, and it's probably likely, knowing that this is a themed and unnamed update as of now. So, you know, it's likely that we'll get something along those lines that isn't just, oh, here's another summer crate, and here's your war paint case. So it's something to look out for. And oh, I also forgot to mention that we're definitely getting community fixes. So that means that a lot of things Valve doesn't have the time to fix, like broken player models or broken cosmetic models or things that aren't too important to the base game, are getting fixed. So we'll get a lot of those, definitely, which is good because it just enhances the game even more than it already is and was. Yes, so we're getting that, which is, you know, amazing. Okay, I kind of jumped the step a little bit. So back to what I was originally saying. So we might get a new crate that isn't, or in Warpaint case, that isn't just reskins. And we might, if we're very lucky, if we're extremely lucky, we might get reskins. Items out of the box, you know, something that is almost a 99.9% thing that isn't going to happen. Not saying it isn't possible for it to happen, but extremely unlikely, and don't get your hopes up for a new weapon. However, weapon reskins. So these aren't war paints, they're just new weapons, but they're not new weapons, I guess you could say. They're reskins of weapons that we already have, they just look different. So we probably won't get those, and don't get your hopes up for that, but it's a possibility that could happen if Valve decides, okay, let's just throw in a little cherry on top of this update and give them maybe one or two. If we would get any, it would be at the most two, at the least one. But do not take that into consideration, and just kind of put it in the back of your brain. Lore. So usually we don't get lore, but since this is a themed and named update, that is technically a major update by the standards of Smith and Scream Fortress and other updates that are like this. That means that we'll get it's a low but high probability. If it's a themed and something update, it will definitely have something to go behind it. So it's a possibility that we might get new lore, whether it be a new character like Annabelle Sinclair in my recent video, which was a character created solely by a community member, I believe. I don't think there's any reference to Annabelle Sinclair anywhere else in the game. We might get a new character, like Annabelle Sinclair, like I mentioned. We might get backstory to certain characters, or we might get a map referring to, like, Heavy's father, or Scout's mother, or something like, something that might add on, or something that can give a hint to something new. But that something new part, high chance of never happening in the near future, referring to this update. So we probably will get some sort of lore because it's a community. It's technically one of the newest community-made update, published by Valve, but it's solely picked and solely created by the community, because all the content and all of the stuff, war paints, that's what I meant to say, war paints, cosmetics, unusuals, taunts, forgot to mention taunts, maps, theme, it's picked by Valve, but the community ultimately gets to pick what they want to make and what's the theme. I've noticed a lot of stuff doesn't really have a specific theme, so who knows? We might get cosmetics from years and years ago, from, heck, even 2014, but it's likely as that content was not the greatest. It would have to be kind of fixed and patched up, but a lot of that stuff was updated as to have a higher chance of getting into the game. So yeah, that is in my list in hindsight. That is my list of what we will get and we might get and definitely won't get in the next major update. I'll call it a major update because technically is, by Valve standards, by the community standards, a major update has to have weapons. So not a major update in the communities, but in my idea, it's a major update. So see you guys in the next video. I can't wait to see you in the next update. Hopefully that's sooner rather than later. But see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!